Hey, it's Kevin. Thanks so much for stopping by for another No BS social media chat. It doesn't matter who I'm talking with, whether it's recording artists, whether it's media friends, whether it's small businesses, or even just casual friends. People aren't looking for a professional social media consultant. There's all one thing they want. And it's kind of revised over the course of the last decade as I've been doing social media. Back 10 years ago, they wanted more friends on MySpace. What can I do to get more friends? And there were, pieces of software you could use, and you can go out and troll for people, and you could buy fake followers, and you can still do that kind of stuff today, even on a lot of different social sites. But they want real people. They want real numbers. They want. And nowadays, it goes without fail. One of the first questions I'm asked by a prospective client is, how can I get more fans on Facebook? Or in some cases, if they're not looking for a professional page, more friends on Facebook. And I laugh, and I said, if I could give you the definitive answer, you wouldn't be able to afford me, you wouldn't have to pay me, I wouldn't be working anymore because I'd be rich already, because there is no definitive answer. But I think it's important, especially when we're talking Facebook fan pages, and let's just talk fan pages, because a lot of times you're going to have one for a professional career. Whatever you're trying to meet, whatever you're trying to need, whether it's a business page, whether it's a professional, I'm a semi-celebrity page, or whether you are a music artist or whatever it happens to be. I think it's important, number one, to get in somebody's feed. And that's the hardest part. And Facebook continually adapts this. And heck, if you're watching this video 6 months from when we release it in late September, early October, it may be completely different because it's ever changing. It's ever evolving. That's just what Facebook is. But right now, in current 2015 modern times, to get more people to pay attention to you on Facebook on a fan page, the easiest way is to buy advertising, and we know that. But again, we've also said we're not a big fan of it, because I've just seen with the artists I've worked with the companies I've worked with who have purchased, and I'm talking legitimately purchased, fans, which is putting almost an ad in Facebook timelines. Those people just don't seem to be as truly connected. Maybe a little bit, but they're not true fans. They may be interested, but they're not really spending a lot of time with it. And I think a lot of that too is because, they're looking to get up in the timeline feed. And I think the key to success, the key to being in somebody's timeline when you have a Facebook fan page, is going back and forth with them, is connecting with them, is not just putting a piece of content out there and walking away from it, but if somebody comments, replying back to the comment, liking the comment. Because what happens is the more people comment on your content, the more you're going to show up in their feed. That algorithm works out to basically what Facebook wants to show you is the things you're interested in, the things you like. So the more things you engage with, there are certain people who are friends of mine, and other than they say something funny and I maybe like the video or something like that, we don't interact a lot, but they're always showing up in my timeline. And every now and again I'll go check their personal page to see what I'm missing from their page, and I'm not missing anything. Because I like enough of their stuff, because I connect enough with them, Facebook throws it in my timeline. Well, that's very important for pages. On our Intensity Media page, if I don't reshare something from that, I notice the engagement numbers are always down. That's just a legitimate fact of life. I don't really push trying to get Facebook fans for Intensity Media. I'm more worried about getting Facebook fans for all my clients, so that kind of comes as a secondary thing. We need to build it, but at the same time, I've got more important things to do. Well, and two, there's a new little feature that's kind of cool that now, and the easiest way to do it is not necessarily asking people online, because I've seen a lot of people beg for it online. But if you go into a post from your favorite page, let's say you're following a page, or let's say you've got people following your page, up at the top of something you post, there's a little downward arrow in the right-hand corner. And you can click that, and you can basically tell Facebook you want to see these first in your feed. Well, what I found is now that I tell it to put all my company pages first in my feed, I now see all the content that not only I don't, because I don't share all the content myself, that I see everybody on the team sharing. So if you can get fans to do the same thing, it's tough to beg for that stuff. I see so many people begging on Facebook, hey, please make sure you like this, hey, please make sure you share this, and things like that, and people get tired of seeing that stuff. The easiest way to get people to connect, do it in the real world. When you're looking at them face to face, when you're looking at them eye to eye, say, hey, by the way, do me a favor, when you go home tonight, or do it on your phone right now, go into Facebook and request that my stuff shows up on the top of the feed. And I don't care how you do it. You can just do it if you're a store owner, just talking with people about Facebook, asking them questions about Facebook. The greatest way to get feedback is looking face to face with somebody if you got a few minutes and ask them. I got into a great discussion with a local jeweler who we did a reciprocal agreement. He couldn't afford social media, management, I guess you'd say, because he was so small. But he did some stuff for me, and I did some stuff for him, and that was what I told him. We just got to talking about Facebook, and he asked me what I did, and I explained to him. He says, man, I'm looking for that, but here we go. And you find ways when you have time. He was slow at his business. I had some time to kill, so we were sitting there chatting, and I helped his business out, and he helped me out all at the same time. Again, face to face. Just walking in, I could have walked in, made my purchase, and walked out. But by taking the time to chat with me, he got a customer for a long time, and I'm now seeing his stuff in Facebook all the time because we've got a reciprocal agreement. So think about it. Face to face, you can ask people to do things. Now, whether they do them or not, that's a whole different story. But if you don't ask, you don't get. Think about it. If you want to get better at Facebook, you got to play the game. You got to work the system. And you can't just beg online. That's just not going to work. Next week, another No BS social media chat, nobssocial.com, our website. Please, I beg you, share it with someone. No, I'm kidding. I just thank you for stopping by. You can also find us on YouTube too, No BS Social, the YouTube page as well. We'll see you next week. More to chat about. And again, anytime you want me, here coming up the end of the video, my contact information, again, phone number, email, goes directly to me. Let's chat, let's talk, let's meet one-on-one and talk about it. Thanks.